Alright, here we are at Hankster's Hot Rods today, here in our Homer City, Pennsylvania location. Sitting beside me here is the next addition to our inventory that I'm going to go over with you. This is a 1966 Ford Mustang Coupe. So as you can see, this one here is done in the all-white exterior. Pretty plain, but again, the paint is in pretty decent shape. Stock steel hood on this car. All the panels, the fitment, and the alignment as we walk around this car, you'll notice that everything fits really, really well, and all your gaps, elevations, all of that is really dialed in on this car. So, again, on our front fender, we've got 289 front emblems here, and again, that is what, in fact, is underneath our hood, which we will get to in just a minute. As far as the wheels and tires on this car, you can see we do have a set of aftermarket rims. These are American racing wheels. They are 15-inch. On those wheels, we've got BFGoodrich Radial TA tires. Very good tread on these things. They are 205/60/15s on all four corners here. We get back here to the side of the car where we can look at things like the door fitment here. You'll see all of your body lines all line up very well in this car. All of your gaps and your elevations here are all really, really dialed in again. You see the black stripe that goes from the front fender to the lower part of the door back to the front section of the quarter panel. Again, this is vinyl, not painted on, but it is in excellent condition there. You can see some of your accent pieces here too on the car. Those are in good shape. All of our bright work, all of the trim and moldings around the windows, up here for your drip rail moldings, and everything around your windows here, very good condition, nice and straight, polished up really well. You can see the glass here on this car too, quarter window, side door glass, and your vent window here. All of the glass is in really good shape too. You're not going to see any chips or cracks or anything like that in this. It's all really nice. Also got the mirror here, chrome housing. The glass in it is good. And again, this is a remote mirror, so you're going to have the adjuster on the inside of the door panel. Speaking of inside the door panel, we'll take you inside the vehicle now to look. We've got the two-tone interior, kind of the teal and white here. The teal carpeting and the dash and steering column and such. Now this has the factory dash, factory instrumentation. You're even going to notice this has the factory AC unit in it as well. Door panels are all in really good shape. Threshold plates are in good shape. All of your weather stripping and seals in here are all in great condition on this car too. As we close it, closes up nice and easy. And again, it's all the way shut. You don't have to force it closed. As you come back the quarter panel, again, everything is nice and straight the whole way down the side of this car. We'll walk around the back. We've got our nice chrome bumpers here. Don't see any signs of pitting on these. Your taillights, the lens covers on them are in good shape. There's no cracks or chips in those. And your taillight bezels are all in really good shape. Of course, we've got the Ford Mustang gas cap back here. And you can see your trunk fitment now. You can see the gaps on both sides, even up along the front of the trunk lid here, are all in really good shape. All adjusted really well. Rear glass in it is in great shape too. And again, your bright work, your molding, all in really good condition. We're going to go ahead and open our trunk lid up now and take a look inside. So the trunk lock works, pops open. The hinges and springs, they all work as they're holding up that trunk lid all on their own. Underside of the trunk here painted the same as the exterior of the car. Nice bright white paint. And then again, we've got the jack and the spare tire instructions here. You do have the spare tire in here with the cover along with the trunk mat too, which is all in good shape here. Also got your package of your tools and accessories that come with that for the jack and everything like that. So trunk seals also, you can see all in excellent condition. No pieces torn out of it. It's all anchored down nice and solid. Meets together right here in the center. So again, this will seal up very, very well from the outside elements for you. Close it, it shuts nice and easy. And now we'll come around to the passenger side. Again, panels here nice and straight the whole way down the side of the car. Door gaps on the passenger side now, you can see, are very uniform. Again, door lines, all your body lines, all in alignment with one another. You can see the glass on this side now too, just as it was on the other side. No chips or cracks. Looks good. All of our trim around the windows is all in great shape. Our drip rail molding is in good shape. The rain gutters are nice and smooth the whole way around on this car too. I'm going to go ahead and open up our door. That way you can see it from this side. You'll just notice that again, our seat upholstery, no rips or tears. Carpeting, no rips or tears there. Got the seat belts in the front as well as in the back. And again, your dash and everything like that, all in great shape. There's no cracks in any of that. Close that up, again, shuts nice and easy. And then we're just going to continue to walk our way around to the front. See the Mustang logo there on the front fender too, the matching 289 emblem. We get to the front, again, just kind of a matching chrome bumper there. Again, the chrome's in great shape on this. The front grille all intact, nothing broke or cracked in it. Got the old Mustang logo right in the center there. And again, you've got your stock steel hood here, the Ford insignia there across the front there. And again, you can see all of your gaps the whole way around. Elevations with your front fenders. The hood and fenders are very well adjusted on this car. So now we're going to go underneath the hood, talk a little bit about the motor and the driveline. Raise that up. You'll notice the underside of the hood, again, all painted the same as the exterior of the car, that nice shiny white paint. In here now for the engine, we can go through this a little bit. This is a 289 motor, so you see kind of the stock air cleaner here with your decals as it would have been. You've got all painted and cast intake. We've got the painted valve covers with breather. You've got the factory AC unit here, the compressor here. All the lines are all hooked up. As far as your ignition, it's got just kind of your factory or stock style point style ignition. Does have the external coil there. All of your, plug wires and such. All the radiator hoses are all nice and dry all the way around. The belts are all in good condition. You've got a stock style radiator here to keep everything cool. You even have your little pouch here underneath the hood. As far as steering, power steering, so your power steering pump is right here. It is a manual brake car, however, it's front disc brake, rear drum brake. Behind this 289 motor then, we have a C5 automatic transmission, and then to get that power to the ground, to the rear wheels, we've got a 8-inch Ford rear end. It's got a 276 gear in it, and it is a POSI unit. So we've been around the outside, we've been inside, under the hood now. Now we're going to get this lifted up on our lift, take a look at the underside, and then we'll fire that engine up so you get to hear what it sounds like. Alright, so we have our 1966 Ford Mustang up on the rack here. We're going to go through, as we do with all of our vehicles, and show you what we have here as far as steering, suspension, braking components, and then we're of course going to go through the drive line and then the floors and the frame. So starting up front with the suspension, again, this is just going to be all of your factory stock suspension components here. Both your upper and lower control arms, those are just factory stamped steel components. All of your steering, this is going to be stock stuff too. You've got your tie rods, your ball joints are all in good shape. Rubber dust boot covers are all intact, and you can tell things have been greased and maintained underneath here very well. It is a power steering car, so you'll see the power assist here with all the lines. All the lines are all dry too, by the way, so no issues there. And again, on a Mustang, it is a kind of a strut rod style front suspension. So you do have your struts here on the front. The bushings up here, big bushings, those are all in great shape. They're not split or cracked, and they're not compressed either. So again, those are all in great shape. Front sway bar too on this car. So again, that's going to tie the two front corners together, tighten it up, and it's going to handle a lot better with that sway bar up front. So again, power steering. Power brakes or non-power brakes on this car. However, it does have disc brakes up front, and then it's got the drums on the back. As far as our drive line goes, we'll go there next. We have a 289 small block Ford engine here. That is backed up by a C5 automatic transmission. Bell housing does have the cover on the front of it to protect that flywheel. Your transmission mount here is in great shape. It's nice and straight. The mount itself on the tail shaft there, that's in great condition too. Then we have our drive shaft balanced unit to help eliminate any kind of vibrations you might have in the drivetrain. And then of course the rear end to finish everything out. This is a Ford 8-inch rear end. It's got a 276 gear in it, and this is a POSI unit. For rear suspension, obviously you can see here we've got the multi-leaf rear suspension, just kind of stock shocks back here. So again, everything should ride just like it should for a 66 Mustang. The fuel tank itself, it's in good shape too. I don't see any dents or dings in it. The sending unit looks to be all sealed up. There's no leaks there, and all of your mounting hardware is in good condition as well. The exhaust work here that you can see starts with the stock cast exhaust manifolds at the on the heads on the motor. We have the dual pipes all the way back, and then we've got, it looks like probably just a set of like a turbo style muffler or maybe a Walker muffler. I don't see any name brands on this, but that looks to be the case with this. And then of course our tailpipes, these look to be pretty new tailpipes here up over top of the rear end, and then nice set of chrome tips that exit out right underneath that rear lower valance. As far as the frame and the floors now on the car, the frame itself is good and square, nice and straight here. All of your frame sections, even the ones on the back, nice and square and straight. These dog legs here that go up over top the rear end, those are all in good shape. As far as the floors, now you can see floors are your, the correct stamped steel floors. All of the lines are present in here. All of your drain plugs are present also where they need to be. I really don't see any like patches or anything underneath here. It has been undercoated, but again, you can see every one of the lines in here, and it's all the correct metal for underneath here too. You don't see anything flat or anything like that, so it's all the right stuff. As far as brake lines and so forth, we'll start with the emergency brake. The e-brake is all hooked up here, so we've got all the right levers and mounts and everything, all of the cables here all the way back, clear back to your rear drums here so that your emergency brake does work. And of course, all of our fuel and brake lines here are all routed just as they should be for a Mustang, and everything is all in good shape. Again, no leaks whatsoever to look at underneath here. Like I said, trans pan and the pan on the engine, it's all dry. The power steering's dry, radiator, all the hoses and fittings, all of that looks dry underneath here. So that's pretty much it for underneath our Mustang. We'll get it down off the lift next. We're going to open that hood up and we'll let you hear what that engine sounds like.